Sheriff, looking at the packet that Mr. Rosenberg just referred to, candidate Exhibit B, that notice of peace officer appointment.
Okay.
This is dated November 6, 2013. At the bottom right.
Yes, that's correct.
That's the date you signed.
That is correct.
That's the same date the Supreme Court threw Mr. Maier out of office.
Yes.
I thought you said you didn't even chat with him about this until the day after he was thrown out.
Well, I
Is that a
didn't.
mistake?
I didn't, but I wanted to make sure that all the information that I was giving them, because we knew probably Stark County, which they a lot of times will do, not Stark County, but counties in general, will do is when they take an officer off and they cut him that day, we wanted to make sure, because he was still on with me anyway, as a special, that when we did the change of the 400 form, it went back to the date that he was let go here.
You just said you did that because he was special, but doesn't Exhibit B check mark the term full-time? How come it doesn't check special?
The form before would have been special. Every time you do a form change, the previous form would have been special.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm not making myself clear. With reference to candidates Exhibit B, line 15, do you see that?
Yes.
It says select new status.
Correct.
What's the word new mean?
New status will be full-time.
Full-time, and you signed this the same day, just by coincidence, I'm sure, that the Supreme Court throws him out of office.
Yeah.
You see the problem I'm having here with your prior testimony?
Well, I see that, and I'm sorry for that, because what I did was, like I said, I went back to the original date that he was tossed out of the office of sheriff in Stark County, and I put that in, and I just carried it down to the bottom.
But you notarized it.
I didn't notarize it.
This was signed in front of a notary under oath, wasn't it?
I understand that.
Yes or no? Was it signed in
Yes.
front of a notary under oath?
Yes.
And so did you lie under oath about the date that appears in line 19?
No, I put the wrong date in there.
I'm sorry. And the notary, she put the wrong date too? She's got Brandy J. Burton, it looks like. She says, sworn to and subscribed before me the 6th day of November. You sign it on line 17 and 19. You signed it on the 6th. So you both made a mistake? Is that what you're telling this panel?
We may have.
Isn't the truth of the matter you signed this on the 6th, right after George Maier got ousted, and you wanted to help out your old friend?
No.
Isn't that what you did?
No. Like I said, I didn't know George got ousted until that evening when I seen it on the Supreme Court website.
Your testimony that where it says on line 14, status change date 11/6/2014, where it says on line 19 11/6/2014, and where it says in the notary clause 6th of November 2013. I said 14, I apologize. Those dates are all wrong. There's 3 dates are wrong on this form. Line 14, line 19, and the notary. Everybody got it wrong?
Well, I typed that one in,
Type what one in?
the 14th.
So you did that wrong? Is that what you're telling us for?
No, I'm not saying that's wrong. What I said is he was ousted on the 6th. When we talked on the 7th, we carried every date back to the 6th, so he would not lose any time of being a police officer.
Why did you care if he would lose any time? Because he's your good friend forever? You want to help him out?
Friendship doesn't have anything of who we hired at the sheriff's office in Harrison County.
Of course not. I understand. Okay, but these dates really trouble me because you'll recall you told this panel a little while ago you didn't even talk to Mr. Maier until the 7th, and that's the day you told him you'd
And I didn't believe we did. But maybe we did talk on the 6th.
So you prepared this form in anticipation of talking to Mr. Maier? Is that what it was?
No, it wasn't no anticipation. Because it didn't go in until the 7th.
And your explanation for the 6th being there is that it's 3 mistakes, one by you. You typed this form yourself, you said?
I'm a secretary.
So your secretary typed in the wrong date on 14. You wrote in the wrong date on 19. And the notary wrote the wrong date in on her notary clause. Is that what happened? 3 people screwed up on the same document? Is that what happened, Sheriff?
Could have.
I'm tempted to say I have some swampland for sale, but I'm
Objection.
sure Mr.
Objection.
I did that objection. No. But you were ready for that conversation because you had Exhibit B prepared before you spoke to Mr. Meyer.
Must have.
Well, according to your own testimony.
Right.
Now, I know this will get an objection, but I'm going to ask it anyway. You're not psychic, are you?
Objection.
You did. No, it's legitimate, Mr. Chairman, if you'll let us follow up.
Okay, follow.
How in the world would you know to prepare Exhibit B on the 6th if you didn't talk to Mr. Meyer until the 7th? Thus my psychic question, and I apologize, it's somewhat sarcastic, but how in the world did you know to prepare Exhibit B before you talked to Mr. Meyer on the 7th? Thus the psychic question, Mr. Chairman. Not a crazy one under the circumstances.
Mr. Rosenberg, you want to follow just with respect to this?